Hey, beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? Today is Monday, FDA Day. Awesome. And it's funny to sit there and say, I support a man completely, even though he's the one that got everything fast tracked for the FDA to do what it's doing today. Just the other day in Culling, or excuse me, let me say that correctly, Coleman, AL, which could be kind of pronounced all. So in Coleman all, the president told his supporters, his people, his Americans, his world, his brainwashed tribe to get the shot, to get the to get the jab. And people will support everything about this man and blindly overlook that. How is that possible? How is it possible to support somebody that's the one that started it, the one that's getting everybody together, passed it off, and then is now telling people to take it? It's funny on Twitter, you'll see people sit there and say, "Oh, but President Trump has got a different vaccine. He's got his own special vaccine." See, he's not taking the one that the FDA approved. And people are buying that, which, if that's true, then that means the elite get one thing and the peasants get another thing. If he's promoting something different than what the FDA just approved, but see, that's the Twitter QAnon phenomenon. They're tweeting instantly this stuff that the vaccine that President Trump took is different. They show the other ones with all the different ingredients, and then they pretend like these are the ingredients in the vaccine that President Trump took. How does people know this all of a sudden? It was never, ever, ever talked about before he said take the vaccine. Then the very next day, people are pointing out that he takes a different vaccine. How come you can't get that vaccine? QAnons are now sitting there supporting this man 100%, and it's confusing them. It's confusing them greatly. You know what they're doing now? Is they're tweeting out Mike Pompeo tweets of children at the Afghan border that's a set up psyop. Mike Pompeo's tweeting out a soldier holding a baby when there's people dying all over the place of all kinds of different scenarios, and QAnons are tweeting out that. It's ridiculous. Politics is a calling in itself. Politics has an agenda to keep the population down and the slaves up. President Trump is doing that to us right now. Just like all presidents always have. It's their job. I accidentally got caught up in the Q and the hope. You want some hope and change? Go back to Obama. You want salvation? Go to Jesus Christ. They in the Q community need to seriously sit there and say, why is their savior, Donald Trump, pushing the vaccine? Oh, he's not pushing the vaccine. He's accusing President Biden of letting the COVID get out of control. He's accusing COVID being out of control in America on Biden. How does this happen? How do we get to blame one person? The left blamed Trump for it. Now Trump blames the left for it. And QAnons will sit there and not. And I'll tell you, the QAnons will refuse, and Donald Trump supporters will refuse to talk about him talking about the vaccine. Now that it's FDA approved, do you think he's just going to back off and not keep pushing it? He's the one that fast tracked it. How can you support a man that's sitting there fast tracking poison? What? What? I'm not brainwashed. I think clearly. I just happen to love blindly everything this man says except for fast track. And that person is the problem. We have COVID. And I suggest you get the jab. They'll overlook all that. They'll look over all that. I mean, there's a list of things that, are obvious of, yo, man, you're supporting this politics? Politics. There's always a winner, there's always a loser. It's draconian. It's draconian. What is draconian? It's the dragon. What does the Bible say about the dragon? You ever met a good dragon? You ever met a good dragon? Really? You've met a good dragon before? Or is it a fantasy in your head that you're worshiping a devil image? I don't know. I don't know. I know what the Bible tells me. And I can definitely clearly see what the government's telling us. Hey, my name is Gregory Hamilton. I talked to Q for a long time. And as soon as they saw and realized that I had the key, the Q community said, oh, don't let that free thinker try to teach people. They're not trying to teach you nothing. They're trying to keep you in a spin. They're trying to keep you to keep waiting and waiting and waiting so that you'll be a lukewarm Christian when the time comes. Where you won't know what to do. Where you choose Jesus or where you choose some flag. Some ideology. What is America? It's an ideology. It's an ideology. We all have different ideas of what America is. So it's definitely not just something solid and true and real. Right? Jesus Christ is real. Leave it at that. Wake up. Wake up. That's why I'm here. To help the Q community break free. I ain't here for everybody. You can tell people the truth all you want, and it's not going to help anybody. The person must find it and see it themselves. I'm letting you give you a chance to see it. Giving you a chance to see it. It's up to you how you want to spend your day and mind and time and thoughts. You're going to go support the dragon? Or are you going to expose the dragon?